My manager once declared that true dedication involves remaining after hours without extra pay, until I forwarded his exact statement to Human Resources, along with a detailed log of every uncompensated hour. I had been employed at Apex Solutions for 3 years when Derek elevated himself from project supervisor to my self-appointed life coach. It began subtly. Linger an additional hour on this occasion. Forgo your break on that one. Respond to messages at 2 a.m. because the customer operates in another time zone. A one-time favor turned into standard practice. By my second year, I was routinely putting in 55-hour weeks while being paid for 40. Derek would casually prop himself against my workstation partition around 5:20 p.m., just as I began shutting down, and deliver lines like, "Champions don't count minutes." His go-to sermon was always about commitment. Commitment means staying late without overtime, he'd proclaim, arms folded across his chest. That's what distinguishes career-minded individuals from mere time card punchers. I began quietly recording everything that February, not with any grand scheme, just because my girlfriend Claire kept wondering aloud why I never made it home for dinner anymore. I created a basic tracker. Date, clock in, clock out, deliverables finished. By April, the evidence was overwhelming. I was donating an extra 12-15 hours every week that added up to roughly 60 hours a month, nearly 720 hours a year. In the meantime, Derek was promoted to area manager. At his celebratory luncheon, which I skipped because I was polishing the deck he would present, he toasted the room about my incredible team that stays until the job is complete. Everyone clapped. I was back at my desk fixing bullet alignment for the 5th time. The final straw arrived in June. My niece's commencement ceremony was scheduled for a Friday at 2 p.m. I'd submitted the half-day request 6 weeks earlier, received written approval, and cleared my calendar. Thursday night at 9:52 p.m., Derek rang. Critical client session rescheduled to Friday afternoon. I need you on it. I started to protest about the graduation. He interrupted. This is precisely the loyalty test I keep talking about. Family will still be there tomorrow. Careers won't wait. I attended the meeting, missed the ceremony. Claire stopped answering my calls. That weekend, I reopened my tracker and added a new column. Verbatim quotes from Derek. I had the emails, the texts, even discreet voice memos. I compiled every piece with timestamps, linked supporting files, and calculated the overtime wages owed under state law. $47,000. 18 months of hijack time translated into cash. Sunday was spent drafting the calmest, most bulletproof message I'd ever written. I attached the full package and addressed it to the head of people operations, the VP of administration, and the labor compliance attorney. Monday morning, my badge wouldn't open the door. Derek stood waiting with a woman from HR named Marisol. They escorted me to a glass-walled room where 3 sharply dressed lawyers already sat. For 2 solid hours, they dissected my evidence. They probed specific dates, messages, deliverables. I had every answer ready. At about 10:50 a.m., Marisol asked Derek point-blank whether he had ever told me that loyalty means staying late without overtime pay. The color drained from his face. That was misconstrued, he muttered. I opened the company-wide email in which he had written those precise words. Sent March 14th at 6:03 p.m., they placed me on paid administrative leave. I drove home and slept for 14 hours without setting an alarm. 3 weeks later, Marisol phoned. The company wished to resolve the matter. Full back overtime plus liquidated damages. They had uncovered the same pattern with 4 additional staff members. None of us had ever compared notes. My settlement totaled $63,000. Derek was let go. The other 4 received their wages as well. Apex rolled out mandatory digital timekeeping and a formal overtime pre-approval workflow. I accepted an offer from a direct competitor that paid 30% more and enforced a hard 40-hour week. Claire and I found an apartment together. My niece mailed me a photo of herself in cap and gown. I had it enlarged, framed, and placed on my new desk. Last month, I spotted Derek in a neighborhood cafe. He was waiting for an interview wearing a suit that clearly used to fit better. He noticed me, stiffened, then stared intently at his phone. I walked straight past without a glance. Karma, it turns out, keeps impeccable records too.